Hey, and we're live. Welcome, Facebook family. I just give it a couple minutes for people to kind of hop on and see that we are here. I am so sorry, we were running a little bit behind. My decorator was here. Actually, she's a design and things were happening. We're making some light changes, some fixture changes anyway. So that's another story. So today we are making it's just a wonderful, beautiful side dish. I think that you're gonna absolutely love it. So if you're new to the show, my name is Laura Hall, and I wanna say welcome. This is Come Cook With Me, and we come live. We try to come live at 4:30 every Friday. But today we're just a tad bit late. But that's okay, because I think that you're gonna absolutely love how quick and easy this recipe is. It's a wonderful side. Things here in Florida are starting to warm up. I know it's not warming up where everyone else is, and gosh, a lot of people are going through some pretty severe things. Let me go ahead and turn this overhead light on. I think it's gonna add a little bit better lighting. Okay, perfect. So let me make sure, see if there's questions being asked right now. Good. Hey Frank, good to see everybody. Awesome. Okay, so it's all, we're flowing. Awesome. So if you're new to the show, one of the things that we'd love to do is build our community. And we always say hello, who we are, where we're from. So if you want to go ahead and do that, you'll get a chance to enter to win. Yes, you'll get a chance to enter to win our Dano spices, which we love. And there's two types, so I'll go ahead and go through them when we actually use them in the Instapot. But today we're going to be making a side Quinoa Tabbouleh. Now normally tabbouleh is made with a bulgur wheat, but we want to try to keep things gluten-free. Add in a whole bunch of protein. I mean, just adding the quinoa is just such a wonderful thing to do. So I think you'll like a couple of the things that I've done a little bit different with it. But it's a really great side dish, you know, to serve with chicken kebabs, which we have made those before. So it's a really good side to add on a whole bunch of bed of lettuce, and you know, it's really just great just to have by itself. I mean, it's a great snack. So let's go ahead and get started. I've gone ahead and I wanted to have something prepared so you could see the finished dish. So the slow cooker, if you're new to the show, one of the things we love to do is we cook with the Instapot, and we use the old school method of something that I grew up with, and that was cooking with the crock pot or slow cooker. And so when I found the Instapot, I was just like, oh my gosh, the changes of the flavors are just pretty significant. Now, I can't imagine that the flavors are gonna really be significantly different, but it's gonna be curious to see. But because the slow cooker, I cooked my quinoa on high, it cooked a lot faster, so I went ahead and cooled it off. And let me go ahead and show you what the final product is gonna look like. It's almost gone out of this bowl. Because I gave it to a friend, but this is what it's gonna look like when it's finished, and that is just the smells that's so fresh coming out. It's just so beautiful. So, but that's what it's gonna end up looking like from the crock pot or Instapot. So let's go ahead and get started making the quinoa. What I'm gonna do is have you start your, we're not gonna do that. We're just gonna start off with putting in about 2 tablespoons. Coat the bottom of your Instapot with olive oil. And what I love to use is a extra virgin olive oil, robust. I like non-GMO. We really look for non-GMO. We look for organic whenever possible. So you're gonna add that. You're gonna add some of the spicy Danos. So here we go. These are the spices that one of the members on my team, his name is Dan Oliver, he created them. They're outstanding. They're really, really, really yummy. So when you say hi, hello, who you are, where you come from, where you live, you get entered to win these at the next week's show. So everyone who made a comment in the comment section, I put you in a random generator, and when you do that, you get a chance to win. So these spices are really wonderful because they're low sodium. I love them because they're no sugar, there's no gluten, they're gluten-free, there's no MSG, and there's no GMO. So they're really wonderful. They come in as savory and a little spicy. We love them. Thank you, Dano, for creating them. So I'm going to use a little bit of the spicy one in the bottom of the pot. Awesome. And we're going to also add cumin. I know a lot of you are saying you're not measuring. Well, the recipe actually is, I never measure. That's just the way that I cook. But the recipe, if you really want specifics, is up in the comments as I posted it. The actual recipe is listed there. And then what you're going to want to do is you're going to get a great bone broth. Now you can use a vegetable broth if you're going to remain vegetarian, but I love bone broth because it's a really great product for your gut health. And so I use the Imagine. There's so many out there, but what I like about this one is that it doesn't have additional sodium. I just like it that way, low sodium. So you're going to use about, you want to use about, I'm going to add 2 cups of the quinoa into the Instapot. So you want to use, if you're using 2 cups, you want to use 4 cups. So it's a double equation. So, so I have just a little bit left here of the bone broth in here. And then I'm going to grab my quinoa. I love to use quinoa. One of the things that a friend of mine on my health and wellness coaching page, she posted something with red quinoa. So the closest thing that I found, because I thought, oh, that'd be great, I'll find red quinoa. I didn't find it, but I didn't go to too many stores. So I did find the tricolor quinoa. So I've got a little bit of red, there's a tricolor, 3 colors, some purple. But it's a really wonderful, I really love it because it's gluten-free, it's organic, and it's non-GMO. I love this particular one. So this is a Green Wise, just out of Publix. So I'm going to add, I thought that would be only 1 cup left. Okay, so I had to use 1 cup in here, so I'm going to go ahead and use just a regular cup of the regular quinoa. This is so simple. This will probably be done before I even finish showing you how to mix everything up. Okay, let me go ahead and stir that up a little bit. There it is. Oh, perfect. I'm going to go ahead because I thought it was a really nice thing that I did in the, I didn't put this in the instruction, but it was something that I did when I did it in the slow cooker, is I had a few extra garlic cloves and I roast these garlic cloves. I did a slight roast on these this time because you really don't want to take too much of the bite out for the Greek style. So, but I'm going to add some of these remaining guys just to give it an enhanced flavor. And that's how easy it is. Okay, so you want to secure your lid. Make sure that the pressure is in the off spot. There you go. And you're gonna set it on, so yeah, that dinging meant that it was locked. I'm gonna have to grab a little bit of a towel. Hang on a second. Yeah. I got a little olive oil on my hands. Okay. So I'm gonna set it for a minute. You wanna set your Instant Pot on a minute, high pressure, and you're gonna do, just let it do a normal release of steam. Hang on a second. So that's there, and then I want to go down to 1 minute, and it'll pressurize, and it'll cook for 1 minute, and then you'll do a natural release. And pressure is on high. Okay, so in the slow cooker, if you're doing the slow cooker method, you do everything that I just did as far as putting in the pot, add your liquid, put your quinoa in, and then you're going to cook it on high for 3 hours. If you're cooking or only have one setting, which is a low setting, it may take 6 hours. So, you know, a minute, 6 hours if you only have a slow setting, but a minute versus 3 hours, still quite a bit time savings. We'll see if the taste is any different. And what I did do, just so we would be able to tell the difference, is I saved some of just the regular quinoa that was cooked in here, and that's what it looks like after it had gotten cooled. So it just smells amazing. There you go. All right. So now, what you can do while the while this is getting prepared, is you'll have ample time to chop everything. I went ahead and took the liberty of doing that. So I'm just gonna show you how we mix everything together. You're gonna mix all of the ingredients that I have listed in the recipe into a bowl, and then you can put it in the refrigerator and just wait until your quinoa is done and it cools off. But let me grab a bowl and we'll go ahead and get started with it. All right, so the remaining ingredients, you're gonna use the juice. Oh, and I've got to show you this wonderful juicer I found. I found it at Bed Bath & Beyond, believe it or not. I love the fact that it's green. So you're gonna put your, I bet you all have this gadget. I didn't have this gadget. I had the old-fashioned one that I used to turn on, turn the citrus on around, but this is so easy. You just cut it in half and you squeeze it out, and it just is wonderful. I love it. So you're gonna take a whole juice of an entire lemon. You're gonna put that in. And then what I like to do, it's really your choice. I have flat leaf parsley or mint. I actually like both because I think, mint to me and anything Greek is wonderful. But I like the flat leaf parsley because it just gives it a little bit more volume with the quinoa. So I'm doing both of those. And then I have a splash of garlic that I'm going to be putting in. Again, I chopped up this garlic. And this is the roasted garlic. I'll just go ahead and add it. And I love to use scallions. So I have some chopped up scallions. And I also have some red onions. Okay. And I've gone ahead and taken the English cucumber. So it's an organic English cucumber. And I diced it up. We're going to add that in. That's a whole organic cucumber. And then I've got a large, too small, this is actually too small, but you could use a large tomato. And I use the ugly tomatoes. I thought they looked the most fresh. All right. We're going to use 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Just going to open up a new one. So you'll use 2 tablespoons. And I'm going to use some cumin. And remember, what you want to do is you want to find spices that have organic and that they say GMO, no GMO, and that they're certified. All right, and I'm going to use a little bit of white ground pepper. And I love, love, love this Japanese 7-spice allspice, so I'm going to use that. And then I'm going to use some of the savory of the Danos since I used the spicy in there. And then you want to take your grater and you want to grate your lemon peel. This grated lemon peel really is outstanding. Just love it. I love to grate lemon or lime anywhere we're using it. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. So sorry about that. I had a little bit of that pepper. And you'll want to save your lemon rinds so that you can do that when you actually serve it as well. So you're just going to mix that all together. Oh gosh, it just looks beautiful. I'll show it to you in just a minute. I'm going to add a little bit of Pink Himalayan Salt to it and some pepper because I already know that it's going to need it. And there's my grater. And we're gonna let this sit in the refrigerator now. So yummy. Oh, that looks just delicious. Okay, let you see it. There you go. So we're gonna put that in the refrigerator. That is wonderful. Okay. Okay, I was just looking, it looked like somebody said something. Candy, I'm sorry, I didn't see your comment. I'll look at all the comments and answer any of the questions. Anyway, so that's what it's gonna look like. You're gonna put that in the refrigerator. And then when the quinoa is cool, you'll just mix them all together. And right before you serve, I add a little bit more snippet of dill. I'll just snip it right on top. A little bit more grated lemon when we serve it. And we'll put the feta cheese. There'll be some feta cheese this is the feta cheese that I'll be adding to it. I'm gonna actually put that back in the refrigerator. Because once the quinoa is cool and right before you serve it, you're gonna add that on top. And that's it. That's the recipe. It's really so simple. I love it. I love it. Okay, so if you haven't said hello who you are, make sure that you do that. And let me share with you who last week's winner was for the spices. So this is a first timer, Mary Casper Copal. So Mary, I'll send you a message. You won the spices. Congratulations. I'll send you a message about it. Now, the other thing that we do as a giveaway is, many of you know that if you're new to the show, you don't know this, but I'm also a health and wellness coach, and I help people with their nutrition using an array of beautiful products and help with their cleanse coaching. So what I love to do is always share, I love to share one of our new release seasonal shakes. And we actually had a new release of a shake. It was mocha. And it was released on Tuesday. So the person who is winning this shake, because what she did is she hit share. So right at the bottom of this video, you have a share button. And if you share it on your wall, you get a chance to win. So the person who won the shake, she actually shared it many different places. So she put herself in for a lot of different opportunities. So if you're watching the show right now, Melissa Lampinago, you won. Or Lampingano. Okay, Melissa, you're gonna have to help me say your name. So congratulations, Melissa, you won a shake. You get a chance between our pumpkin spice or our mocha. So, and I just got the mochas in. They arrived this week for the ones that I ordered, so I'm very excited. I love the mocha shake. It's just so yummy, and I was savoring my last canister until these arrived. So congratulations, Melissa. And that's it. That's the show. It's so simple today. So I'm thinking that next week, well, first I need to make sure that they're in inventory, but we always like to do a special broadcast. And I think next week's broadcast will be sharing, instead of a shake, I think we'll be sharing an Instapot. So make sure that you always hit that share button, and next week that will be the offering, not from this show, but next week's show. I hope that makes sense. Next week we'll announce that. I just have to make sure that I can get them on order, because the Instapots are always not available. But we like to do that, and we did it last month, and it was a really huge success. So I think since we're getting into another month, we'll go ahead and do that. So I want to thank everybody for joining me on the show. Remember, we're always live on Wednesday to share with you what's in the cart. You can get all the ingredients and cook along with me, or right after the show, or have everything ready for the weekend, because usually we try to coordinate something that really goes fabulous for the weekend. And so tune in for next week's show. Loved having all of you, and thanks so much. Have a wonderful, incredible weekend. And I will also like to just do a quick plug-in for everyone who's been asking and didn't see my post earlier. Thank you all for all of your kind words for Rio. He is so much better. He's actually on his bed, his little bed over in the corner. He had a ruptured disc in his neck, for those of you who didn't know, and it was putting such pressure on it, he couldn't walk. So we didn't know that he either had a stroke or that was what happened. So we got him on a nice, got a steroid shot, and the inflammation is down now. So he's actually just like he was before. So thank you for the love and for the outpouring and for the kind words. It really touched my heart so much. I was so thankful. So have a wonderful weekend, everybody. Thanks for joining the show, and we'll see you next week. Have a great weekend.